Well, the Hillary Clinton camp made hay out of the fact that Bernie Sanders had not released his taxes. Oh my God, does he have a Mitt Romney problem? Is he secretly enormously wealthy? Does he have money stashed away in the Cayman Islands? Well, the answer to that is fuck no, he doesn't. He's Bernie Sanders. You really thought there was going to be a controversy there? But they like to play that up. Like Hillary Clinton, every once in a while likes to pretend that she'd be tougher on the banks than Bernie Sanders. Oh, he voted to deregulate swaps and derivatives. I was tougher on the banks. Does anyone in their right mind in America think, yeah, Hillary Clinton is tougher on the banks? If you want someone who's going to be tough on the banks, you should vote for Hillary Clinton, not Bernie Sanders. He's super soft on him. Come on. I want Bernie Sanders to say in a debate, to turn to her and say, you don't believe that, do you? Right? I mean, your whole campaign's on, let's be pragmatic. Let's be realistic. Let's not be idealistic. Glass-Steagall, I'm not going to bring that back. That's real reform on the banks. Your whole thing is I'm going to be light. I'm going to be light and fluffy. I'm not going to try for real change like Bernie Sanders. Really, you're tougher on the banks? Preposterous. Really, Bernie Sanders is secretly super rich and doesn't want to release his tax returns because it'd be so damaging? That is so funny, it makes me cough out loud. Hold on. So they did it. They got Bernie to release his returns. Oh my God, look at this number. Taxable income for the Sanders family, $205,271. Ladies and gentlemen, they got him. That's almost the bare minimum a senator makes. Jane Sanders, his wife, used to be the president of two different colleges. So you put them together, $205,000. Like $205,000 might be a lot for me and you, right? But for a United States Senate, it is literally the bottom of the barrel, okay? You almost can't get any lower. Well, now, let's give you some context here. Sanders and his wife, Jane, paid $27,653 in federal income taxes in 2014, an effective federal tax rate of 13.5% on income of $205,000, which is their adjusted gross income before deductions. Now, the reason for that is because they gave a lot to charity, okay? All right, so they seem to have, not had much income and they gave a lot to charity. Okay, fair enough. Now, but let's be fair. Bill and Hillary Clinton, probably very similar, right? But Hillary Clinton and her husband, former President Bill Clinton, had income approaching $140 million over the last 8 years, according to previously released returns. Now, once again, let's be fair. $205,000 is for 1 year. The $140 million is for 8 years. Come on. So you take the $205,000, let's multiply it by 8. That's like $1.6 million over 8 years, whereas they had only 140. Oh, wait. Oh, that seems like that's almost 100 times more for the Clintons than the Sanders. Not 100% more, 100 times more. And you thought there was going to be something damaging in the Bernie Sanders taxes? The Clinton team's still tweeting about it today, like, huh, oh yeah? Why doesn't he release more taxes? Meanwhile, they're thinking like, don't look at this. Okay, we're already embarrassed enough. Please stop releasing your tax returns. That $140 million, though, to be fair, earned through speeches and all these different things that the books, yada, yada, but mainly speeches that they give to giant corporations. I'm sure those corporations are all suckers. They don't expect anything in return. So even though the Clintons never delivered for them, they just gave them millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, thinking, oh, golly gee, I bet they delivered for us this time. Oh, no. Well, they were for being tough on the banks in corporate America again. Okay, I'll give them a couple more $1 million, see what happens. Or could it be they gave them the $140 million because they got exactly what they bargained for? Now, to give you further context, Sanders' family makes $205,000 in 2014. You know how much Hillary Clinton gets for one speech that she gives for 1 hour? $225,000. Hillary Clinton makes more money in 1 hour than the Sanders family made in a whole year. You want them to keep releasing tax returns? We can do that. Finally, the median net worth among members of the U.S. Senate in 2014 stood at $2.9 million, according to the Center for Responsive Politics, a nonprofit organization that tracks money in politics. So now that's net worth. It's not a yearly income. But my guess is if we found out the Sanders net worth, it wouldn't be anywhere near $2.9 million. So when you look at the context of the Senate overall, almost all of those senators are richer than Bernie Sanders, and hence don't want to raise taxes nearly as much as Bernie Sanders. All of their donors are way richer than Bernie Sanders, and then hence demand Democratic and Republican politicians don't raise taxes. By the way, to be fair to Hillary Clinton, she did argue against the Bush tax cuts the first two times around, 2001, 2003. And then in 2005, oh right, she flipped and agreed to massive, massive tax cuts for the wealthy. Seems a little convenient, doesn't it? No, the $140 million they got and put in their pocket probably had nothing to do with it. Who would be influenced by $140 million? I mean, you wouldn't, right? No human being would care about having $140 million given to them by corporations, rich people, banks, right? They wouldn't do them a favor by cutting their taxes and deregulating them, would they? By the way, Bernie Sanders refused to answer the question in a maddening way when he's asked, what bill did Hillary Clinton switch her vote on based on the donations she got from the banks? There are actually many examples, but the most blatant one is the bankruptcy bill. There was a bill. She was against the bankruptcy bill before she ran for the Senate. She collected a whole heap of money from the big banks in her Senate run. When she got in the Senate, she switched her allegiance, and instead of arguing against it, as she did when she was First Lady in the Clinton administration, she argued in favor of it and voted with the big banks after they gave her $1 gazillion. Okay, you want to know which bill? The bankruptcy bill. I don't know why Bernie Sanders is too polite to mention it, but I'll mention it. That's what happens. Does it affect them? Of course it affects them. Okay, you want to keep voting for corruption, and it's not just one person, it's not just one party. You want to keep voting for corruption, and you think that's hunky-dory, and you think that's pragmatic, and that corruption will give you a little bit of change? Got bad news for you. It's actually going to give you a decent amount of change in the wrong direction. It's going to keep taking money out of your pocket and putting it in the pocket of their donors. You want to vote that way? That's your prerogative. But the reality is there's one guy in the race who is not incentivized to do that and who has decided he's not taking that donor money because he's actually going to look out for the citizens. It's not that complicated. And even if you're a Hillary Clinton supporter or you're a Republican, you know who that guy is. You know it in your heart. You know it in your mind. Okay, you want to vote in another direction? Don't complain later. Oh, golly gee, it turns out the guy I voted for or the woman I voted for did the bidding of her donors. Well, we warned you. It's right now. You still have some votes. It's up to you.